Please start, sir.
Okay. Okay, friends, we are continuing the class. Today is first day of the session, and I will be taking your financial accounting 2. It is broken up into 6 chapters. First of them is payroll accounting. That is, how do you do the payroll watching? Second is uh, just a minute. Huh? So first is payroll accounting, that is about 20% of the course. Second is store accounting. So all the factories around us maintain the store, which is the inventory, and we do the inventory accounting or the store accounting. Okay. Third is sales accounting. We do the sales accounting. How do you do the sales? How do you book the sales? Whether sales is uh, just 1 minute. 1 minute. Huh? Okay. How do you do the sales? Whether sales is on booked on realized basis or it is booked on uh, your booking basis. We'll do the sales accounting and see whether Ind AS is applicable, whether what is applicable. We'll sit here that. And fourth is asset accounting, wherein your asset which are capitalized in the books are accounted for and are also depreciated. So depreciation is also a part to this. And to this accounting standard, Ind AS 16 will be applicable. And as far as the small companies are concerned, we will have the accounting standard 10. Fifth is accounting for special transactions. We'll see the how the bills of exchange are booked. We'll see how the consignment accounting is booked. We'll see various aspects of the special accounting being done in all those cases. So we have the 5 chapters and each carries 20% weightage. Um, so in the CAT 1 syllabus, you have the 5 of chapters and you will have the 4 exams of the 4 subjects which you have. And after 6 months, you will have the CAT 2 exam, level 2 exam, in which 10 exams you can give online, where you have to clear 6 of them. 6 out of 10 is a minimum eligibility. You want to clear 7, you want to clear 8, you want to clear 9, that is up to you. But 6 is the minimum eligibility. So after CAT level 1, you are eligible for sitting in the foundation. Foundation is exempt for you sitting in the ICWA or ICMA exams. So that is a groundwork for ICWA. See, actually, the system is that ICWA or ICMA is the doctor exam. लेकिन ICWA का CAT or ICMA का CAT is a foundation exam, is a compounder exam. So suppose you or the helper exam. Suppose you clear the CAT exam, you are eligible to be accountant and you are eligible to be absorbed as accountant in any company you desire. Okay, so let us study the subjects and let us understand. First, we will understand the payroll accounting. Okay, so any questions you can write, you cannot speak, you can write to me in WhatsApp. I will give you the number of WhatsApp. You can write to me in WhatsApp or you can chat on me in the chat box. Okay. So we'll study the chapter in financial accounting. First chapter is payroll accounting. Okay. So payroll accounting is we understand what is the concept of कुछ कह रहे हैं आप we'll understand the concept of payroll accounting. उसमें तीन ब्लॉक्स बनते हैं. First block is for the what is the salary of you. Suppose you get the basic, get the DA, you get the HRA, you get the convenience allowance. So first block is meant for what is the total salary. Second block is meant for the deductions. You get the deduction for HRA, you get the deduction for all those allowances have some kind of reductions. Second block is for deductions. And third column is for net pay. Gross pay minus less deductions is resulting in net pay. Okay. In the payroll accounting, the gross salary is first, then are the deductions. The deductions are of two types, statutory and non-statutory.
Hello.
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 Yes. Yes.
There is some disturbance. So mic is switched back.
थोड़ा जोर से बोलिए, इनको समझ नहीं आ रहा आपको बात. हेलो.
Hello. Sir,
हाँ, बोलिए.
Yeah, somebody's music is going on.
Somebody has.
Sorry.
Well, nobody has.
That's clear.
Your voice is बहुत slow आ रही है. आप जोर से बोलिए.
Now it's clear. Now it's clear.
Now it's clear.
Yes. So is this the first class? So
Huh?
I came today. I joined today only. This is the first class.
मेरे को आपकी बात क्लियर नहीं है. You have to write in the chat box. What do you want to say? There is a chat box available. Okay, let me write it first. Hold on for a second. The system is slow, so you will have to bear with me. Can you see the screen? I don't know what is the problem with you. Can you see the screen of mine?
Yes, sir. Your screen is visible.
Okay, so I will write on the chat box. So please specify the questions on chat box. Okay, this was what I want to say. Okay, so we come to the book of financial accounting 2. Concepts is basically the concept of payroll is that first block is for the gross pay, second block is for the deductions, and third block is the net pay. Your deductions are of two types. PF is a statutory deductions. Statutory means what is prescribed by the government. So your PF deduction is prescribed by the government. ESI deduction is applicable to you or not will depend on the salary, gross salary the person is drawing. Income tax you have to pay if your salary is above the taxable limit. Professional tax is applicable in different states. Some of the states like Haryana has the professional tax, but Delhi does not have the professional tax. It is a state tax levy. Okay, other end it's accounting. Okay, accounting of bonus, that is payment of bonus act, and accounting of gratuity, payment of gratuity act. So the gratuity is a statutory payment which is made by the employer once he has more than 20 employees in the payroll. If he has more than 20 employees, the gratuity is payable. In case he does not have or he has contract employees, the gratuity is not liable to be paid. Bonus is paid by the employer by Diwali. Diwali is the main festival of Hindus. So mostly the employer pays the bonus by Diwali, or the BPOs pay the bonus by January, because BPOs have follow the Jan to December calendar, and they are entitled to get the compensation by December end, maximum by January. Okay, I have just broadly described what is payroll accounting, and I will go line by line to you. Okay, and then we have the store accounting, 5 topics, sales accounting, 6 topics or 7 topics, asset accounting, meaning of asset is that is booked that has a useful life of more than a year, and that is to be depreciated. Assets are of two types, non-current and current. Current are not depreciated. Current life is less than a year, but non-current life is more than a year, and those are depreciated. Okay. We also see how the project accounting is going down. For example, Delhi Metro, or you are from different states. For example, the metro in your state is doing the project accounting. For example, they are underlaying the metro underground. They have to do a project. Once the project is over, the accounting is over. Project accounting is for a specific period, and therein the project manager is there. The project has to be executed in those 5-6 years, and after the 5-6 year, the project gets completed. Okay. Accounting for special transactions means bill of exchange. That is one. The bill of exchange is maximum used in the sales process. What we do is, for example, I have to book a sales and the customer does not pay me money. Okay, so what I do is I sign a bill of exchange and I give him the bill of exchange. He signs on that, and I, okay, 99% transactions are of this type only, that I book the sales and I give him a bill of exchange signed by me. Along with it, the bank has also signed it, and he signs it. Along with him, the bank also signs it. He gives it back to me, and I give him a credit of 3 months or 6 months. In the credit period, he is not paid me a single penny. Okay. What I do is I go to the bank, go to my bank who is my bank, he gives me 99% of the money. So I have to make sure that I make a provision of 1% or 0.5% of the total sales. For example, the total sales is 5 crore and customer has signed for 5 crore, and customer will sign the bill of exchange and I will get 4.9 crore, 10 lakh is bank's commission. Okay. So bank takes commission from the bill of exchange and returns me the balance. Okay, that is bill of account, bill of exchange. Then is consignment. Consignment is for example, the goods are delivered to the consignee. Consigner is the one who pays the goods. For example, I send the goods to Madras on consignment. So what I do is I book the sales, and here are three methods of booking the consignment. He accounts for it under the consignment accounting, and he takes commission of it. There is a concept of Del Cutter commission. Del Cutter commission is the person, the consignee is responsible for the amount to be collected. Okay, so for example, the sales he has done has gone bad or has got non-recoverable. So he has to hit him, and by which I have to pay him the consignment commission or Del Cutter commission. Okay. Joint venture is when two parties agree to join together for a purpose. Okay. For a purpose, that means A and B forms a joint venture. First thing of the joint venture is a joint venture is for a limited time period. 1 year or 3 year or 5 year. That is the objective. Hello. Hello. Can you please put your phone on silent mode? Okay, joint venture is for a limited period for 5 years, 6 years. Once the accounting is done in 3 ways, I will explain the methods of accounting. And once the joint venture period is over, 3 years or 5 years, the joint venture comes to an end. Okay, sale of goods on approval or return basis. I am sending the goods to you. You will buy the goods, but for this you will take 3 days or 10 days time period. If in case you have returned the goods, I will reverse the sale. But in case you have not, I will book the sales. Okay. These are accounting for goods on sale or return basis. Okay, we come to the main first topic, that is payroll accounting. So do you have any questions? I'm ready to take questions. Any questions, please? No questions? Okay, I come to the chapter of payroll accounting. By the way, my name is Dr. Ish Taneja. I am a CA and a CPA and LLB. I've done my doctorate in valuation, and CPA I've done from US. Okay, that is my introduction to you. The concept of payroll accounting, we come to that. Payroll accounting is booked into 5-6 chapter. What is the concept of payroll accounting? We'll study this. Process of payroll accounting is the process is defined into 3 phases. First phase is the booking of salary, and that is booked on the person's attendance. So once the person gives the attendance card to the payroll person, he books the payroll accounting. First is the gross salary. Gross salary has about 15, 20 and more data points, and you will study them in your accounting one, and you will study the basics of accounting two. Okay, that is the payroll accounting. Your payroll is booked. That is the first part of the payroll accounting. The second part is the deductions. Deductions are of 2 types: statutory and non-statutory. For example, you have taken an advance and the company is recovering the advance. That is non-statutory. So deduction of advance is non-statutory, but TDS is a statutory deduction. So advance, and similarly you have given the instructions to for the amount to be paid to LIC. So company will deduct the salary from you and give the amount to LIC. So these are the companies and yours terms and condition which will adhere to. So first block is the gross salary, and second block is the deductions, and third block is net of salary. So you will see the gross less deductions is net of salary. Okay. So what is the concept of payroll? And I am reading the para for you so that you also understand. Payroll refers to the earnings of the employees. So it refers to the earnings. The person has got this earning from the work he has performed in the office or the job which he performs. So whatever he earns, that will come in the payroll. Okay. For a particular period, say a month. For example, in US, when I was in US, I was getting the salary bi-monthly. So I was getting the salary 15 days, the salary was credited to my account, and next 15 days, the salary was credited to my account. And there were some of the people who were getting the salary on a weekly basis. So every Friday was the payday for them, and every Friday they used to get the salary. So some Americans get the salary on a Friday, while Indians on the job get the salary on 15 days. And here in India, we follow the 30 days time period. Okay. For their services rendered to the organization. It refers to the sum of all financial record of salaries for an employee, wages. What is the difference between the salary of an employee and wage? Salary is paid to the white collar employee, and wage is paid to blue collar employee. And what is the difference between white collar and blue collar? White collar is the people who are support functions, people who, for example, the finance function, for example, the HR function, for example, the admin function. All these functions play a supporting role, while the wage is being paid to the main function, the one who is driving the organization. Okay, the production people, the sales team, they are driving the organization. Okay, so wages, allowances, etc., retirals and deductions. Okay, the term payroll applies to all the employees on the rolls of the company. So if you are by chance on the rolls of the company, you will get the salary. But if you are a contract employee or if you are an outsider, you will not get the payroll. You'll get a lump sum. So payroll is applicable to the all the employees who are on the rolls of the company. अब इसमें एक क्वेश्चन बन सकता है. This line has got one question in it. The term payroll applies to whom? Applies to the employees of the company, employees to all the employees of the company, employees on the rolls of the company, or contractor on the rolls of the company. So you have to study what is written in the book. I am saying that with 99% confidence, your question will come from the book and from what is written in the book. So please remember that questions will be framed from the book which you will have. Okay, the term payroll applies to the employees on the rolls of the company. This is the right answer. Okay. It is prepared based on the time card. Suppose the employee works for 25 days. You get the salary on 25 days basis. Suppose the employee gets salary on 30 days. So what is the base of getting salary? His attendance record. Whatever the attendance record is, that is being reflected in the payroll. It also includes various other incentives that are paid to the employee based on the employment agreement. Okay. So it is prepared based on the time card. Salary is based on the time card. Okay. Objectives of payroll. Objectives of the payroll are objectives of payroll. There is one more question. What are the objectives of payroll? Okay. The objectives of payroll are ensure that all the employees are paid accurately and timely. Okay. With the correct amount receivable and deductions. So whatever is due to you, that is paid by the company, and whatever is due by the employee, that is recovered from the company by way of deductions. Ensure that recoveries and deductions are remitted to the statutory authorities on a timely manner. For example, the PF the company has to deduct, and they will deposit the PF with the Regional Provident Fund Commissioner Office. ESI, they will deduct and they will pay the amount to the ESI office. So there are some statutory deductions which the company is supposed to make, supposed to deduct and deposit with the authorities. For example, the TDS, the salary has a TDS. For example, the TDS is to be due on 7th of the month. Your month का TDS जो आएगा आपका, आप अभी अक्टूबर में है या सितंबर में है, 7th of October is the date of the TDS. Whatever is TDS deducted, by 7th it will be paid. सितंबर का TDS आप 7th अक्टूबर को करेंगे. You will book the TDS of September by 7th October. अक्टूबर का TDS आप November 7th तक करेंगे. तो every month 7th is meant for TDS date. 7th is supposed to be TDS date for all. Okay. Ensure that recoveries and deductions are remitted to the statutory authority. The company has to ensure that all those recoveries, all those deductions are remitted to the authorities in a timely manner. Ensure the proper accounting of salary expense in the books of the company. And not only they are deducted, but also they are booked and rightly booked. Okay, because the company makes the P&L, and whatever is shown in the P&L is rightly paid by the company. Okay. Any questions in between? I think it is not working. Chat box, I'm having problem in showing and visible that is me. And yeah, पता नहीं क्या हुआ। Okay, components of payroll is divided into the employee's earnings, whatever is the employee earnings that is reflected by the company, and whatever are the reductions or withholding from the employee's earning. For example, the PF, the ESI, and TDF. And for example, the professional tax. These are the monthly earnings. But professional tax is payable in some states. Some states don't have the professional tax. Okay. Employee earnings are based on a contract of employment. So whatever is the contract of employment, and in the contract of employment, the gross pay is definitely a mention. So whatever is there in the gross pay of the employee's contract, that will be paid by the company. In case of salaried employees, the earnings are defined as a fixed amount. In case of wages for laborers, the wages may be related to the production level. So whatever are the production level, suppose the production level is at 100, 110. So the employee has to work to achieve the production level. If he achieves, he will get full salary. And in case he don't achieve, he will get whatever is due to. Okay. Employees' earnings generally include the 6 components. Basic salary. Okay, basic is whatever is defined by the company as basic salary. Okay. Allowances. You have various type of allowances which are payable to the employees, like your house rent allowance, that is called as HRA, CCA. Second type of allowance is city compensatory allowance. Conveyance allowance, you get. Medical allowance, you get. Furnishing allowance, you will get. And some companies have the policy of giving flexible allowances. So depending upon the salary, the person will get the allowances. Second is incentive. Suppose like when I was in Hero Honda, so for just for information, I worked 18 years in corporate cycle. So I worked for my first company was Altos, second company was Hero Honda, third company was Modi Xerox or Xerox, fourth company was GE, and in GE I've spent almost a year in US. Then I came back and I worked with HCL Technologies. I worked for HCL for 3 years, and my last company was Avaya. Avaya I have worked for 3 years. But of 18 years of corporate experience and 2 years of practice, I have realized that practice is the best thing which can happen to anybody, and I'm happy in that. So my practice includes practicing of CA and teaching students. I'm teacher in couple of institutes in here, Dwarka, Janakpuri. I stay in Janakpuri, so I live. Dwarka is very near to my home, so I have chosen Dwarka as the work of mine. Okay, I allowances, the various allowances, incentives. If the job is of incentive giving, the employee will get the incentive, and everything will depend on your contract with the employer. So if you are getting the incentive, that is mentioned by the employer in the contract. Fourth is commission. So you are supposed to get commission if your job is of sales type or commission for servicing type. So you will get the commission for sales and service, but you will not get the commission if you remain in accounts. Fifth is overtime paid. So if you work overtime, you will get overtime. So nowadays the companies are not giving us the overtime, but in public sector or in government sector, you will get the overtime. And last is holiday wages or wages in lieu of holidays. Suppose you don't take the leaves for 3 days that is available for you. Holiday wages, you will get the wages for holiday. So in all, 6 types of earnings include. Okay. Deductions withholding from employees' earnings. It refers to the deductions to be made from the employer earnings for statutory social security savings. Social security word is taken from America. There the social security system is there. In the books, in this book, you will hear the social security savings. Okay. Social security concept is taken from the US, and there the concept is there that whatever you will have to provide, suppose you provide the PF or the ESI. In US terms, that is different. But in India terms, these are the 2 social security deductions which the government has to provide. Okay, example, Provident Fund. So you get the social security number, and wherever you will go, that social security number is available to you. Here also, the social security number is what we call as the PF number. And with that number, you can control the things. Okay. Insurance, employment, or professional tax. Professional tax is payable by the lawyers or somebody who is a professional. He will pay the professional tax. Somebody who is not a professional, he is not pay the professional tax. And the last is income tax. Okay, income tax में TDS जो होता है main होता है. The employer deductions are recovered from the employee's salary, and deductions are remitted to the respective statutory authorities as per the existing laws. So we have to follow the laws. Follow the laws. Which laws? Linked to the employees' laws, your provident fund law, your ESI law, gratuity law. ऐसे ही बहुत आपके एक्ट बने हुए हैं. एक्ट इज बेसिकली अ लॉ. एक्ट क्या होता है? जैसे आपने बोला एम्प्लॉय प्रोविडेंट फंड एक्ट, और उसमें ईयर भी होगा. एम्प्लॉय प्रोविडेंट फंड एक्ट इज ए लॉ being passed by the parliament. Okay. Would be a matching. In certain cases, there would be a matching contribution paid by the employer. So, for example, the PF which you have to deposit, if you are an employee of the organization, what you will deduct is PF you will deduct by 12%, and equal contribution by the employer. 12% of the employee and 12% of the employer. That is equal contribution. But in ESI, you deduct 1.5% and employer will pay 4.5%. So there the contribution is not equal, but PF में contribution is specially equal. Employee deductions includes following. अब इसमें भी क्वेश्चन आ सकता है. Your question can be employee deduction withholding includes. इसमें 4 है. Social security deductions, is a PF or ESI contribution. Employment professional tax will be paid by the employee. Third is income tax will be paid by the employee if your salary is above the taxable limit and if the advance tax for the period is above 10,000. So you will have to deposit the taxes on the person's income. Okay. Any other deductions made by the employer at the request of employer. So any other can be included as, for example, I have requested my employer to pay for my LIC. So employer will deduct the salary from myself and pay the sum to the LIC. For example, I have paid Mr. Y 1 lakh rupees and Mr. Y has said to the company that he will pay 20,000 per month and he will pay to the company. So what I do is I receive from the company and 20,000 is the amount. Okay. Salary advance, advance adjustment, life insurance, canteen recovery, transport recovery, house or vehicle loan, and any other recovery, etc. So the employer, on the request of the employee, will deduct the amount and will deposit with the authority. Okay, any questions in between? बोलिए संदीप जी. Yes, please, Sandeep. Any question of you? You're most welcome. संदीप बताइए.
So company will deduct income tax, right?
आपकी आवाज क्लियर नहीं है.
Company will deduct income tax.
आप सुनाई कम दे रहे हैं, मेरे को कुछ सुनाई दे रहे हैं.
Will company,
आपको
so will company deduct the income tax?
it is better you can write in the question chat box. You're not audible very clearly. VHS कुछ कहना चाहते हैं? कितना मंडल कुछ कहना चाहते हैं?
हाँ जी सर, वो पूछ रहा है कि कंपनी डिडक्ट करता है टीडीएस और इनकम टैक्स. क्या डिडक्ट होता है? इनकम टैक्स डिडक्ट होता है, टीडीएस डिडक्ट होता है?
आप जोर से बोलिएगा, फिर भी समझ नहीं आएगा, जवाब बोलिए. ये क्या पूछ रहा है?
कंपनी डिडक्ट क्या करता है? टीडीएस डिडक्ट करता है, इनकम टैक्स और टीडीएस और इनकम टैक्स.
देखिए, कंपनी डिडक्ट करेगा आपकी सैलरी में से या किसी की भी सैलरी में से दो चीजें. एक होती हैं स्टैट्यूटरी डिडक्शंस, जो लॉ में लिखा हुआ है कि आदमी को टैक्स पे करना, अगर उसकी इनकम 3 लाख से ऊपर है उसको टैक्स पे करना जरूरी बन जाता है. अगर आदमी की इनकम नहीं है 3 लाख तो कंपनी उसके ऊपर कुछ भी टीडीएस नहीं काटेगी. जो कि हर साल बजट आता है तो गवर्नमेंट की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है, कंपनी को उसने दी है रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी दैट कंपनी इज सपोज टू डिडक्ट द टैक्सेस ऑन द इनकम. तो यदि आपकी इनकम टैक्सेबल बनती है, इफ बाय एनी चांस योर इनकम इज टैक्सेबल, the company will deduct the taxes on the income. Company will also जैसे और भी स्टैट्यूटरी डिडक्शंस है, जैसे पीएफ है, ईएसआई है। कंपनी क्या करेगी, आपकी सैलरी में से 12% डिडक्शन करेगी और उसी के साथ साथ 12% खुद भी जमा कराएगी इनटू द पेंशन फंड। कंपनी का क्या पर्पस होता है? कंपनी का पर्पस जो टैक्स काटने के लिए कंपनी बिकम्स द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया। तो कंपनी गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया बन के उसका टैक्स काटेगी और ये सब पर्टिकुलर आपके पैन में आएंगे। पैन आपने दिया हुआ है कंपनी के पास, तो यू आर बाउंड बाय दी पैन के रूल्स। तो वट एवर इज द टीडीएस दैट इज रिफ्लेक्टेड इन 26 AS, 26 AS में रिफ्लेक्ट होता है। आपके पैन में सारी चीजें ट्रैक होती हैं। अब फॉर एग्जांपल मेरे पैन में मेरे को ये पता है कि जो मेरा सीए है या मैं खुद सीए हूँ, तो मेरा सीए क्या करता है, वो सबसे पहले मेरा 26 AS देखेगा और मुझसे ये पूछ लेगा कि ये आपने इनकम में डाला हुआ है, ये आप नहीं डाले हुए। तो इट इज द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ द असेसी टू शो द इनकम टैक्स व्हाट इज देयर इन द 26 AS। 26 इज फर्स्ट थिंग। सेकेंड इज आपके जो अकाउंट स्टेटमेंट बनती है, अकाउंटिंग इंफॉर्मेशन स्टेटमेंट, इसको हम AIS बोलते हैं, अकाउंटिंग इंफॉर्मेशन स्टेटमेंट। ओके, व्हाट यू डू इज दी, अब मैं दिखाता हूँ आपको। ओके, आपका पास 26 एक होगा, इज और ये बनती है टैक्स। टैक्स क्या होता है? टैक्स अकाउंटिंग स्टेटमेंट। तो 26 AS मेरा सीए मेरे पैन से ये निकालता है और टैक्स की एक और स्टेटमेंट निकलती है, टैक्स इज तो मेरा सीए या मैं क्या करता हूँ, मैं अपनी दोनों स्टेटमेंट को अपने साथ रखता हूँ। अगर whatever is shown in these two statements that has to be shown in the income tax which I prepare. If I don't, if by mistake मेरे से कोई चीज रह गई है तो मेरे को इनकम टैक्स से नोटिस आया था। वो क्या करते हैं इनकम टैक्स वाले, और ये दोनों स्टेटमेंट के बेसिस पे आपको नोटिस भेजते हैं कि आपने ये इनकम दिखाई है, ये वाली स्टेटमेंट पे ये इनकम रह गई है। और की क्वेश्चन? ये एक होती है और ये दूसरी होती है। इसमें आता है पीएफ। इसमें आता है ESI और इसमें आता है एडवांस जो आपने कंपनी से लिया है। उसमें उसमें क्या करेगा, उसमें लॉ तो होगा नहीं कि एडवांस जो है वो ये लॉ में ये प्रोविजन होगा, तो लॉ के ऊपर कोई एडवांस नहीं होता। आप एडवांस लेंगे तो आपका रिकवर भी होगा। ओके, यस प्लीज, एनी क्वेश्चंस? Any questions, please? No. Okay.
No.
So salary deductions will include Social Security, PF and ESI are Social Security. And please note that if some question may come, what are these Social Security deductions? So you have two Social Security deductions. One is PF, other is ESI. Second is employment professional tax to be paid by the employee who is a professional. One who has got the professional degree will pay the professional tax. But depends on whichever state he is working, he has to pay the professional tax of that state. Third is income tax by way of TDS, will be paid by the employee. And fourth is any deduction made by the employer at the request of employee. Salary advance, LIC, canteen, transport recovery, housing or vehicle loan, and any other recovery. What is the process of payroll? The payroll process is a sequence of action that are carried out in any organization. The payroll process can be dynamically depicted as follows. So first process is take the employee detail from previous payroll. For example, you are in the payroll department and you have to prepare the payroll of this month. What you will do is last month जिसने बनाया था आप उससे ही डिटेल ले लेंगे। ओके, उसमें आप add new employees who joined the organization and delete employees who left the organization. Okay, प्लस उसके बाद आप रिकंसिलिएशन करते हैं करंट पेरोल पीरियड का, टाइम कार्ड से, अटेंडेंस से, मस्टर रोल से, ओवर टाइम से। इस आदमी को 30 दिन के पैसे मिलने चाहिए, इस आदमी को 32 दिन के पैसे मिलने चाहिए बिकॉज 2 दिन उसका ओवर टाइम है। जो भी प्रोसेस पेरोल के अंदर आएगा और जो एम्प्लॉय ओवर एक्स्ट्रा काम करता है उसको व्हाट ही गेट्स इज ओवर टाइम। प्रिपेयर द पेरोल रजिस्टर विद द एम्प्लॉयज अर्निंग्स, ओवर टाइम एंड डिडक्शन। ओवर टाइम का अगर तो जैसे आप की छुट्टी होगी 5 बजे, उसने 1 घंटा ओवर टाइम किया, तो अगर उसकी सैलरी बेसिक 100 रुपये है तो उसका 1.5 गुना मिलता है, 150। उसकी सैलरी 100 है, उसको 150 मिलेगा। लेकिन ये है एक, अगर वो छुट्टी के दिन आता है, सपोज दैट इज डिक्लेयर्ड अ हॉलीडे एंड ही कम्स ऑन दैट डे, सो व्हाट ही विल गेट इज डबल दिस सैलरी। छुट्टी के दिन कोई काम करता है तो उसको डबल सैलरी मिलती है। ओके, 150, 200। ओके, वेरीफाई दी डिडक्शंस, टैक्सेस, ESI एंड PF, और उसके बाद पेमेंट ऑफ स्टैट्यूटरी डिडक्शंस विल अथॉरिटीज, record the entry in the books of accounts, payment of salary which is to the employee। तो जो आप पेमेंट की एंट्री करते हैं, पेमेंट वर्कर्स को, एम्प्लॉइज को होती है फर्स्ट पार्ट। आप डिडक्शंस करते हैं, डिडक्शन 7 को, 15 को, 21 को, जो भी इसकी ड्यू डेट है उसी दिन को कर देते हैं, उससे पहले कर देंगे क्योंकि उसके बाद करते हैं तो आपको फाइन देना पड़ता है। और तीसरा, रिकॉर्ड दी एंट्री इन द बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स, तो उससे आपका complete the other process. Filing the statutory returns, issue pay slip to the employee. So this is the process of payroll. Okay. चलिए हमारा टाइम खत्म हो रहा है 4:30 5:30. अब हम कल पढ़ेंगे कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ पेरोल. एनी क्वेश्चंस इन बिटवीन? तेजस्वी बोलिए, प्लीज स्पीक.
Sir, the house loan and car loan amounts are deducted by the bank or the employer, sir?
Okay, housing loan or car loan, if the employee is working in a bank, the bank will deduct the amount. If the employee is working in a NBFC, the NBFC will deduct the amount. If the employee is working in a company and the employer deducts the housing loan ka amount या car loan ka amount, what they will do is they will pay to the right authorities. तो आपके जैसे आप हैं, आप अगर हाउसिंग लोन का अमाउंट या कार का लोन का अमाउंट आपने एम्प्लॉयर को देते हैं, तो एम्प्लॉयर की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है कि वो अमाउंट को राइट जगह पहुंचा दे. तो आपका अमाउंट हाउसिंग लोन आपने पीएनबी से हाउसिंग लोन लिया है तो आपका अमाउंट पीएनबी में जाएगा, और कार लोन का आपने अमाउंट लिया है तो कार अमाउंट की जाता है.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
ओके, थैंक यू ऑल, बाय. आप और क्वेश्चन पूछना आते थे सुनी?
No, sir. Thank you. But if you
Okay.
could please suggest any book that we could buy and read,
You
sir.
don't have
this
to
is-
refer to any book
Acha.
other than CAT की book. आपके जो questions हैं, those
Okay.
are primarily from the book only, your book only, and nothing
Okay.
else. So you get the question from your book.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
And by the way, आप कौन से state से हैं?
I'm from Telangana, Hyderabad.
Okay.
I haven't received my books actually. So I was
Okay.
just thinking I could buy any other books from the market.
No, you will get your books.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir.